So it's helps tremendously because this is a tall order to really be thoughtful about it because of the scope of the threat. So the first step I would say, if you're in that no camp or you're I'm not sure camp, is to scope out how big of a risk or how big of a problem or how big is this project based on the size of your vendor file. So Paymentworks data, this is a real data from across our network of million three, million five vendors and all of our customers that we find in general over the course of 12 months, about 16% of your vendor file will go inactive and about 34% will have no change. That's great. You'll add about 22% new vendors, and about 28% of your vendors will change something that you need to revet. So that's 50% on the side. So if you have 100 vendors, you now know that in 2026, 50 of them are going to need to have some sort of process again on them that lets you know that you've handled that your risk-based process is in place. So what does that actually look like once you have it in that 50%? And this is clearly nobody here has a vendor file of 100. You probably have 1,000, you might have 10,000, you might have more, so do your math there. If you're using a tool, like early warning system through your bank, or through GIACT or something like that, that does third-party lookups of banks, that's amazing. In our experience, and you can ask anybody, it's gonna be the same, about 50% of your business bank accounts will be verified this way as the tax ID matching, and you're all set. That's great. It doesn't take a ton of effort for that 50%. So the 25 vendors you had to do this way took like 10% of the effort you have to put in. But the other 50%, you're going to actually need to do something with. And this is where the process will need to be built out with that team of people so everybody knows who owns what and everybody has eyes on, are we actually solving the problem or are we just looking like we're solving the problem? I could probably go a half an hour on how to make phone calls. You got to do them. You want to do them. You need to make them outbound, you don't take the inbound, you don't trust anybody that you haven't called with a verified number you want, and you have to audit that you did it and who you spoke to and when they confirmed it, like, all of this needs to happen, and if you only have 25 a year, that's not a big deal, but to Mark's point, you probably have more, and this is where automation might come in, and you might build it from scratch first because you wanna be compliant by the deadline, but if you have I don't even know what number to tell people because it all depends on what staff they have. But you know how long these take. You know how much effort they take, folks. Think about if this is something you wanna do yourself or if you need to get a partner out there.